Well, it's been a while since I've done any work on this watering system, mainly because I've been busy and travelling or whatever else, and possibly lack of enthusiasm, but c'est la vie. So this is the new prototype. Let me put a bit more weight on it. There we go. Basically the same format. It's using the nano processor here, a real-time clock over here, a relay board that powers the water solenoid. The main difference is, on previous design, see if I can turn this around a bit and move these wires a little. There we go. I was going to use, because this whole thing is powered by a motorbike battery or whatever, this little one being charged down here, maybe too dark to see it, but it's down there being charged. And I was going to use an LM78 voltage regulator and all the the 4 or 5 discretes around it. But on my itty bitty piece of Vero board or strip board, there wasn't room for all that lot. Then thankfully I came across these guys. I don't know if you can actually see them. Let me hold them up to the light. There you go. That'll work. But they're basically an LM78 regulator form factor, but they're completely integrated with all the discretes and everything you need. This particular one I'm using, the TR05S05, I think is about £3, not from China, from Radio Spares, which is substantially more than a LM78 series and discretes and the heat sink, but I was concerned about space, not a couple of quid, so I bought a few, and here is, try and get these lights a bit better, but right in there you can probably make it out. It's just in here. And the whole concept is that I plug in 9 to 28 volts DC into the input side. It has one small decoupling capacitor, I think it was 10 microfarads on the input, and then the output, this guy, is nominally 5 volts, goes over to this bus. So everything on the board is powered by this bus, because this bus is the input voltage. But the ground's good. The grounds are common, so it's not an issue. Same old relay card, same little push button to do an extra 5 minutes watering, and it's a lot smaller. It doesn't have an external power supply. The whole thing will now run off a single 12 volt battery. I'm not sure for how long. Just running the solenoid off the battery, it lasted probably 4 months before needing to be charged. This circuit only draws about 100 milliamps, maybe a couple of 100 milliamps when the relay is energized, but that's only 5 minutes twice a day, so it should be okay. The worst case scenario, you may have to recharge your battery every 2 or 3 months instead of every 3 or 4 months. Now I'm going to check it out. I'm charging up the battery so that I can run the whole lot off the 12 volt battery instead of using either an external power source or the USB cable. It's monitoring over here on PuTTY, which is an excellent little TTY monitor. As you can see, it's not actually doing much at all, it's just time incrementing. It started at 2120 and so on. But I'm quite impressed with these little chips, these little voltage regulators. I guess I must have been, because I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Of course, made in Taiwan. But being, quote, a real product as opposed to a Chinese knockoff, all the data sheets and everything are out there, and Radio Spares always make sure that sort of data is available on their website. I don't suppose many people realise or remember that RS Components was actually, when I was a kid, it was called Radio Spares, hence RS. But anyhow, this is it. The next one I'll do is when the battery's charged and we have it all running off a single 12 volt source. We'll see.